Hey, welcome back to the Fadi Show podcast. This is your host, Fadi. I have no idea what to talk about today, so guess what I did? I asked ChatGPT about the topics that we're going to talk about today. Let's see how good of a podcast episode we can actually get asking this computer, this AI. Let's see how good the episode actually is. I asked ChatGPT about some talking points, okay? I asked some talking points. Yeah, great grammar, Fadi. What a great start to the episode. Everybody thinks I'm illiterate. I have to clear my throat. You have to do clearing throat noises on the podcast. That's the first step. That's the first suggestion that it gave me. Definitely make mouth noises, mouth and throat noises. Whatever. That's not what it said. But we're gonna run down the list. All right. I hope everybody is having a good whatever day it is, whatever time zone it is that you're at. I hope you're having a good March. Maybe somewhere in the world so much. Probably not. We're gonna get into it. Hope everybody's good though. I literally sat here and was like, what? Nothing has happened. Zero things has happened. Oh yeah, I had a birthday 2 days ago. That happened. But a man's birthday is, no one gives a shit. No one gives a rat's ass. Nobody gives a rat's hiney, ass cheeks, about a man's birthday. As it should be as well. I'm not even complaining about it. No man wants his birthday. No straight man wants no straight man wants his birthday celebrated. I'm gonna go ahead and knock one of these cough drops down. Okay? Cough drops. Shout out cough drops. Anyways, no straight man wants his birthday celebrated. The most a man wants to do for his birthday is hang out with the boys. Hang out with the boys and talk shit, which is every day. Every day is a man's birthday if they do that. Anyways, this is the pointer that it gave me, ChatGPT. All right, talking about taking over the world. Let's see if it can even take over the Fadi Show podcast. That's what I'm interested in. Sure, here are some potential talking points for your comedy podcast about current events. Gives me no current events. Weird news stories. Highlight bizarre and quirky news stories that have been trending recently. Discuss the absurdity of certain headlines of events. Okay? I have no idea what's going on in the world. I literally have the disconnect that I have from the real world is insane. I no idea what's going on in Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, and I feel so good. I feel so good not knowing shit about anything. Anyways, highlight bizarre and new. We're gonna do that. We're gonna highlight bizarre and quirky events that are currently trending. Like, let's look for some weird news stories. Where do we even find news? Like, ever since the newspaper died, because it died, where do you find news stories? Let's go to an unbiased source of news. MSNBC. Surely they'll have some unbiased stuff going on there, right? Breaking news and news today. Let's see. Oh my God. Come on. I gotta turn off ad blocker. Okay. Let's turn off ad blocker. I turned it off. Come on. All right. You can have my cookies. Fine. I'm a former prosecutor. Here's why Trump's criminal case feels like a mafia trial. Okay, so that's going on. MSNBC is talking about Donald Trump's mafia trial. I like how they're trying to sensationalize it into being this grandiose, like he just killed 60 people, like a mafia trial. All right, what else is going on? Amy Coney Barrett claims SCOTUS is not a bunch of partisan hacks. Now they can prove it. These are horrible headlines. Like, who sees this stuff and clicks on it? I have no clue. As security aid advances, GOP confronts a missed opportunity. I mean, who dedicates their life to reading a title like that and then going, ooh, what is going on with that? Let me click. Let me click for further information about this. How does this not make you want to shoot yourself? What else is going on? Senate passes 95 billion aid for Ukraine and Israel and Taiwan. Holy fuck. Wait, didn't they do that recently? Already? 95 billion? All right, man. Here's MSNBC's must read. Don't worry, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this with Fox News as well. I'm not taking sides. I low-key am. Supreme Court rejects Kari Lake's appeal in her latest legal setback. I don't know who Kari Lake is. She has a very professional photo of her next to that title. Next to that headline. I don't know who that is. I mean, it's just political. Australian leader says Elon Musk needs to show some common sense and common decency. I like how they're so vague about it too. It can just Australian leader. Like what, of a tribe? Is it the minister? Like, who is it? Who's this Australian leader? I'm not going to find out. I'm literally not clicking. That sounds so boring. Why do I care what an Australian leader who's across the world says about Elon Musk? I don't care about any of those people. He needs to show some common sense and common decency. Is this the tea? Is this the world's tea right now? I feel like another attack needs to happen. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, what the fuck? These newspapers need something to write about. This is not enough. Yale, NYU follow Columbia's lead with arrest of pro-Palestinian protesters. Manchin is only half right about the need for a congressional shame. Whose senses does this tickle? Please let me know in the comments. Is your senses tickling from these headlines? Or is this just titles for people that are out the door? Like people that have just checked out of life. They're like in Florida, retired, reading about news that's not affecting them whatsoever and just riling themselves up about it. I mean, it's low-key happening. It's low-key working on me. I'm getting riled up, but not at the actual news. I'm more riled up about just the ridiculousness of how boring it is. Like how is MSNBC making money? How are advertisers paying? There's like 5 people on MSNBC's website right now. How are they making money? Trump's Teflon may finally be wearing off. He wrote it all of it down. Prosecutors claim to have handwritten notes of Trump hush money scheme. RFK Jr. takes more from Trump than Biden in 2024, polling shows. Okay. I mean, let's just go to Fox News. Let's just go to Fox News because this is. I like how there's a whole slot, like a whole section for just Trump on trial. That's what they're calling it. Why David Pecker was the perfect first witness in Trump's criminal case. All things that I have zero interest in. Let's just go to Fox News. Maybe they'll have something spicier. Let's just see. It's going to be some shit about Biden. AOC sounds off as college president sets imminent deadline for anti-Israel camp. First deadline passes. The most likely scenario for Trump's court case, according to experts. How do you look at this and go, yeah, this is the stuff right here? Biden mocked for admitting we can't be trusted in latest gaffe. Agree. I mean, why are we listening? Why are we tapped in? Why are we listening to what Joe Biden has to say? You don't even listen to what your grandma has to say, and she makes more sense than Biden. Kind of. She like 2%. It's marginal. She makes marginally better sense than Biden. Let's face it. But at the same time, you're not listening to her. So why are you listening to this old man slur his words? And then going, let's put this on news. Like, who cares? He doesn't have any say in anything either way. Homeowners to win big against squatters after landlord handcuffed for changing locks. That's kind of crazy. Landlord got handcuffed for changing locks because of squatters. Now you got my attention. Now you're speaking my language. CEO announces plan to move software giants world headquarters to red state. Thinking of moving? Your blue state may soon penalize you on the way out. This is what riles up the Republicans. The blue states are taking my money? Oklahoma father hunted his own family, left one child alive, police say. Police say? Like, that's a big sentence to just be like, police say. 5 people, including 2 children, found dead in Oklahoma City home. Holy fuck. And it's always like a picture of him smiling with his wife. It's like the most tragic thing. What the hell happened here? Fox News might be onto something now. This is crazy. A 10-year-old child woke up after his father hunted down his older brothers and mom in a disturbing murder-suicide inside a suburban Oklahoma home, police said. Jonathan Candy, 42, had an argument with his wife. That's usually how it starts. This is fucked up. Lindsay, which spiraled out of control. Wait, did Lindsay spiral out of control? I think Jonathan... No, okay, it was the argument that spiraled out of the control. I think Jonathan spiraled out of the control. It wasn't the argument. It was the Jonathan. It was the Jonathan that spiraled out of control. Come on, let's... He grabbed a gun and fatally shot his wife multiple times and systemically went through the home shooting the children. Oklahoma City Police Sergeant Gary Knight said, holy fuck, how do people just have the nerve to do that shit? Just go through a fucking spiritual journey through India and get poop on your foot. Like, that's way better than doing that. Just go on a meaningless spiritual journey where you're doing a lot of psychedelic drugs and you're fine. Why the fuck do people resort to shit like this? Just go through East Asia. Go through East Asia and bathe in dirty water. Just swim and get pickpocketed by monkeys. That's literally the answer to your problems. Go fight a monkey in Bali. Bro, my God. Shooting his wife and children. Responding officers found the 10-year-old outside alive, but his brothers Dylan, 18, and Ethan, 14, and Lucas, 12, were all... there was 3 of them? Were all killed before Jonathan turned the gun on himself, according to the police. I wonder why the 10-year-old was spared. Was it because he was asleep? He just busted into his room and saw, he's asleep. He's not bothering anybody. He's not part of the problem. Were all killed before Jonathan turned the gun on himself, according to police. Make no mistake, what happened in that residence was nothing short of a massacre, Knight said during a Tuesday press conference. The children were hunted down and killed. Jesus, man. Wonder what they were arguing about. Not that it matters now, but if he murder suicided his family because she told him to take the trash out, he's bugging. Like that's bad. Those are not grounds for murder, suiciding your whole family. Our entire family has been left shattered and confused with so many questions we won't ever have answers to, the family said. Jonathan was the one whose jokes and goofy attitude kept everyone smiling. Why is that always the story? Oh, he was such a fun time. He wasn't so much of a fun time, was he? Aside from these events, aside from the murder-suicide, he was a great guy. What? Aside from these events, his children and wife were his entire life. I simply cannot fathom what went on, but please hug your family tight. It's going to be a very long healing process for everyone affected. How the fuck do people just break into some shit like that? I feel like he knew something about the government. He knew something about the government that just came in there, made it look like a murder-suicide, bro. At least 3 female college students randomly attacked in 30 minutes, part of a spike on campus crime. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. Why is that in the same article? Okay. Yeah, maybe we should stick to the boring news, because that was just depressing. Holy fuck, bro. That was just depressing. That didn't do anything for me. Take me back to MSNBC. Oh, the times of the MSNBC. Great times. Great times. I have to speak like Trump. Wonderful times. Before I knew that information, we had a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah, ChatGPT. How's that? How's that? Did you guys like that? Weird news stories. Social media trends. Okay, this is the next point. Social media trends. Explore funny or outrageous trends circulating on social media. Platforms, memes, viral videos, and internet challenges can all make for entertaining discussion. Let's try that too. What do we have on Twitter? Gaza's trending. Morgan Freeman is trending. I hope Morgan Freeman isn't in Gaza. I hope that's not why he's trending. Did Morgan Freeman? I wonder would Morgan Freeman take Israel or Palestine side? I wonder if he had to choose. I'm not gonna click on Gaza. It was some funny trends. People are doing this trend where people are like, "Oh yeah, look at your keyboard between the letters T and O. Did you see a word there? Between the letters H and L, and it's just JK. Just say JK. Just say JK. Making me look at my keyboard, figuring shit out. I hate it. What else is trending? China's trending. That's always a fun topic on the Foddy Show podcast when we talk about China. Let's see what China got going on. China is so fascinating to me because I don't know anything about them. I feel like they're so shielded from everything else. It's just propaganda. I love watching Chinese propaganda because it's like, oh, look how great and strong our country is. And then they have a social credit system. A social credit card. No, they have a social credit system that penalizes you for jaywalking. I was like, that's not dystopian at all. I want that for my people as well. Let's see. In China, citizens lose their social credit scores because of their academic frauds and unvaccination. If they don't pay mortgages, taxes on time, and participate in anti-government activities, they lose more points. Buying a lot of alcohol results to lose points too. Maybe we'll have like a massive Chinese migration to the West, at some point. You're just going to see a bunch of Chinese people in Italy, in Denmark, Spain, Chinese Spaniards. Hold on, that's an insane. Think about it. Chinese Spaniards? Just Chinese people, but speaking Spanish, dancing salsa. I want to see that. You want to talk about a superior race. You want to talk about superior race. Chinese Spaniards, what a mix. It's almost better. It's almost a better mix than Chinese Arabs. I've never seen a Chinese Arab in my life. They just don't mix. I don't know why. I don't know why I've never seen. I'm going to Google Chinese Arab, bro. That's what I'm gonna title this episode, Chinese Arabs. Just throw people off. Or like ChatGPT episode. Sino-Arab relations. No, I want pictures. I don't want history and actual information. I want to see what they look like. And that's why they don't mix. I see why they don't mix. I see. That is so, I just saw a Chinese lady in a hijab. I don't know why that's rubbing me the wrong way. I don't know why that's... Why is this weird? Why is this weird? It shouldn't be weird, but it's kind of weird. It 100% shouldn't be weird. And I'm not racist and I'm not weird. But if you saw a Chinese lady in hijab, you would know what I'm talking about. Good Lord, if you saw if you experienced what I experienced with my eyes right now. Yeah, I see why they don't mix. Let's see what's actually going on with China, because it's trending for some reason. Embarrassing. I thought I was going to say breaking news. Blinken arrives in China and is met without red carpet. No band or anything. He's welcomed like somebody unimportant. What is he, fucking George Clooney? Why the fuck does he need a red carpet? He's there on political business. Blinken landed in Shanghai to demand China to stop its trade with Russia. Okay. Is that why it's trending? Because Blinken arrived in China? And there's always some Indian guy that's posting a video. It's always an Indian guy saying India has far bigger nuclear capabilities than Pakistan. What is Pakistan's and India's beef? Do they have their own version of Israel Palestine? What is going on over there? Why are they beefing? There's this guy just added, this man eats Pakistan in his breakfast, China in his lunch, and Western countries in his dinner. And it's some Indian guy just with an edit of an Indian man just, I don't know what he's saying. There's always somebody like, China is the greatest country. Let me stop. Not China. India is the most powerful. India is the most powerful country in the world. It's not a racist accent. That's how they sound. If I did an Alabama accent, you wouldn't think that's racist. You're like, that's how they sound. And that's how Indians sound. We're gonna bomb Pakistan. All glory to India. I didn't make that up. That's how they communicate. It's their language. Respect it. And imitate it to show respect. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. So it's okay. Let's see. What else is going on in China? Shameful. Hold on. Ted Cruz tweeted. Wake up, babe. New Ted Cruz tweet just dropped. Shameful. Both Schumer and Pelosi have demanded that the elected leader of Israel resign. Not Hamas, not Iran, not China, Russia, or North Korea. Israel. It's not just the fringe of the Democrat Party. That's anti-Israel. It's the leadership. Wait, Ted Cruz wants Schumer and Pelosi to demand Hamas or Iran, China, Russia, and North Korea's leaders to resign. I think they were pretty clear on not wanting to listen to U.S. Doesn't America have an ongoing beef with all those countries? Why the fuck would they listen? Like, what an useless sentence to be like, hey, you should resign to North Korea. Like Kim Jong-un was like, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for you to tell me to fuck off. Thank you. Now I will. Yeah, people are tripping about Blinken not getting a red carpet. And then Pelosi, what she's talking about? Shouldn't you be worried about her insider trading? Censorship. Australia is now demanding that X removes memes ridiculing its Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. The policy mirrors similar rules in China banning memes about President Xi. They want to ban memes for ridiculing the Prime Minister. I like how the Prime Minister is just wearing a Crocodile Dundee hat. Like, of course, the Prime Minister of Australia has a Crocodile Dundee hat on while giving a press conference and probably a Bowie knife in his pocket. You call that politics? This is politics. China and Iran both want the USA to fail. They also both want President Biden reelected. That's not a coincidence. Vote Trump. All right, people are just... Let's move on. Let's move on from that social media trends topic. ChatGPT. What is the third point? Political satire. Poke fun at recent political events or prominent figures in a lighthearted manner. Be sure to keep it balanced and avoid overly divisive topics. I hope my comments about the Australian Prime Minister wasn't too divisive, because ChatGPT is telling me to tread carefully. I don't give a fuck, though. I don't give a fuck. Pop culture parodies. Create comedic sketches or impersonations based on popular TV shows, movies, or celebrities that are currently making waves in pop culture. This is a podcast. I'm not going to make a sketch in the middle of a podcast. ChatGPT is ignorant. Technology. Okay, this is point number 5. Technology shenanigans. Discuss humorous tech-related news stories or innovations gone wrong, from quirky gadgets to funny social media fails. There's plenty of material to work with. Let's see. I like how they just titled Technology Shenanigans. Like, yeah, that's what Raytheon is up to. Shenanigans. That's what Boeing, Raytheon, and Lockheed Martin is up to. Just technological shenanigans. What are you guys working on? A nuke? It's just technological shenanigans. Doesn't it have the capability to destroy all of Cambodia? Isn't that big enough of a bomb? It's just technological shenanigans. You know how it goes. Just teching and shenaniganing into a massacre. What a world. What a world. Actually, let's just search for Raytheon. Raytheon inventions on Twitter and see what pops up. Just the most horrible, lethal machine that you've ever seen. Babe, wake up. New Raytheon technology shenanigans dropped. Let's see. Come on, Raytheon. I'm just going to search Raytheon. Let's see what they got going on. I'm searching Raytheon Technologies. See what pops up. Hmm. N- Bro, they didn't even drop any technological shenanigans. They didn't even drop technological shenanigans. Let's see Lockheed Martin, the big boys. Lockheed Martin. I actually saw Lockheed Martin's headquarters when I was in Dallas. They definitely had a barbed wire fence around it. They definitely made that. It looked like a prison, honestly. Wait, did it have barbed wire around it? I think so. It was a very big building. A lot of grass around it. It looked like a giant college campus, honestly. That's what it looked like. Raytheon, no, it was Lockheed Martin's headquarters in Dallas had a like it looked like a college, teaching you all about the 50 billion ways to kill a person. They're not they're not showing any technological advances. They're showing no technological shenanigans. They're just talking about their stock. I actually want to know. Let's look up Lockheed Martin inventions. Not investors, inventions. I don't give a fuck about their money. Lockheed Martin products. I like how they just have a website. Here's our products. Like you can just go and buy shit. I'm definitely on a list, by the way, now. Just for Googling that, just clicking on the link Lockheed Martin products. Like you can just go shipping. Oh, and it's letting me it's letting me pick air, alt domain, cyber, land, sea, 21st century security, C4 ISR, AI autonomy aircraft, fixed wing, aircraft rotary wing, country, Australia, Canada, Germany, Greece, India. So a country can just like go in on the website and be like, "Yeah, I'm from this country. What do you have?" Why do I have access to this? To just this is crazy. AN slash TPQ 53 radar system. Nah, that's boring. Apache fire control. Armed Black Hawk. Do they have a price tag? Can I? That'd be funny if you could if I just clicked on one of these and it just said add to cart. If they had an add to cart option, like it's easier to fucking get makeup. It's easier than getting makeup at fucking Kylie Jenner's makeup store. I don't know. Black Hawk helicopter. Let's just click on that. Please let there be an add to cart. That would be so funny if I can just add a Black Hawk to cart. What if I just like tell them to bill me, like send me a bill or an invoice and I'll pay later? And I just have a fucking Black Hawk helicopter in my backyard. The Black Hawk multi-role helicopter serves with the U.S. military and the armed forces of 34 other countries worldwide as a tough, reliable, and utility helicopter. During the last 40 years, this remarkable aircraft has fought its way in and out of the countless combat zones to deliver and extract troops, save lives as medevac or casualty evacuation platform, provide critical supplies to troops, deliver emergency supplies during natural disasters, and perform as an aerial firefighter and border patroller. Let's see the technological shenanigans of a Black Hawk helicopter. Internal slash external lift carry 4,080 kilograms slash 9,000 pounds. Gotta have that. Of supplies as an internal external load. Okay. Sling load firefighting Bambi bucket. What else does it have? Combat assault. Protect your aircraft during armed assault missions with crew served doors or window guns and armored floors. Of course, yeah, because like on the weekends, it gets really hectic. So you're going to need the combat assault. Medevac. Quickly replace troop seats with litters/stretchers to bring the wounded home. Every time my homie, gets on a bender, need that. I need to have a stretcher for the bros. Every weekend they go on a bender, they black out. I need the medevac. That's super important for what I'm trying to achieve, which is going into the city, get fucked up with the bros, and making it out. Imagine you just go into the city in a Black Hawk helicopter. All right, everybody, grab the shots, grab the drinks. Go, go, go. Get her number. Get that girl's number. All right, out of here. Go, go, go. Man down, man down. He's blacked out. Strap him to the stretcher. All right, everybody's on board. Go. And just fucking take off at 3 a.m. Need that, bro. Okay, what else we got? Aerial firefighting. Extinguish ground fires with a Bambi bucket from the cargo hook or with a belly-mounted water tank. Not going to need that much, but, it's there. It's there. Not really rolling with any pyromaniacs. Armed. Attach wings to carry forward-firing guns, rockets, and missiles for effective fire suppression. An integrated electro-optical sensor ensures greatest accuracy. Oh, okay, we got electro-optical sensor ensures greatest accuracy. We're going to need that. Definitely need that. Definitely need a minigun on each wing. Because, wait. I said wing. It's a fucking helicopter. Some helicopters, the Apache helicopter got wings, though. But this one doesn't. This is the Black Hawk. Big difference between the Black Hawk and the Apache. Big technological shenanigan difference. But yeah, you can definitely strap a minigun to it. A good minigun. Again, in and out of the city, you got to be able to clear the way. Make sure everybody's, out. Ground is clear for your troops to land. AKA my two degenerate friends that are ready to take on the city. Search and rescue. Bolt on a rescue hoist to perform humanitarian assistance and disaster relief missions. An electro-optical sensor and weather radar will greatly assist the combat search and rescue mission. Yeah, we're definitely going to need that. Special operations. Fast rope troops to the ground while hovering with a fries bar. Add 200-gallon external fuel tanks for extra range and endurance. Consider crew-served guns as well. See, fast rope troops. When I cannot land the helicopter, I need to be able to fast rope my troops to the ground, which is my 5 friends ready to go on a bender. I cannot land. It's too busy of a street. We cannot clear the way. Maybe we're out of ammo. I need to fast rope the homies down to earth. So, very important. Need that. And then pick them up with the rope too. Imagine just your friends dropping down on the ground from a Black Hawk helicopter that you have no idea how to fly, but now you have it because you added it to cart and it's in your backyard, fully fueled. Okay, VIP transport. Equip the 11.2 square meters. That's a lot. 11.2 square meters? That's bigger than some New York apartments. I'm not even joking. That's bigger than some New York apartments. Slash 396 square feet cabin with executive seating and communications for comfortable, safe, secure VIP or head of state transport. Yeah, my friends are no head of state, but they're going to need that. They're going to need that VIP support. The boys need the VIP support. Okay, so you can get the armed Black Hawk or just the regular Black Hawk? We're gonna need the armed Black Hawk because it actually has wings with guns on them. I like how you can just read about shit like this. And I like how it's just like, here's another title: expanding mission effectiveness for your Black Hawk helicopter. The way they put this site together, it's like it really feels like they're targeting the average consumer the way they're talking about it. Very easy language, understandable. Everything that they're talking about, there's no confusing words. No word here has more than like 13 letters. No big words used, just like for your average consumer. Okay, so that's going on. Technological shenanigans. You know how it goes. What else we got? Chat GPT. Sports commentary with a twist. Offer a comedic take on recent sports events or athlete antics. Even if you're not a sports aficionado, there's humor to be found in the world of athletics. Let's see what's going on in the world of athletics. Let's see what's really cracking in the world of athletics. Lakers is trending. Lakers are trending. Mark Jackson talks about the bad coaching decisions of Lakers coach made. The bad coaching decisions the Lakers coach made. Gabe Vincent should not see the floor at all. Dinwiddie has been playing like shit. Why not play Max Christie? Play Harry Giles instead of Hayes. They can't be worse. I don't know. Okay. I swear this guy should be coaching the Lakers instead of Darvin Ham. Let's see what he talks about.
I honestly don't know how much longer I can stay alive for. I just... Austin Reeves! On the double! You're going to Aaron Gordon! Rui Hachimura is rotating to Michael Porter Jr. That's how you double and rotate! Why is Hachimura not going to the corner? You're not going to have time to get out! I hate life! Eat discipline, Intrant! First of all, why is he...
I don't know what any of that means. I don't have any basketball knowledge. If you want to talk soccer, you want to talk football, we can do that. We can definitely do that. No, I'll say this. Since we're talking about sports, one of my favorite UFC fighters is Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira. He's one of my favorite guys because he speaks no English. All that he says is huh. Just huh. Like there's a compilations of him just going huh. Hold on, I'm going to find Alex Pereira. That's the only word he knows. Nah, he's a great fighter. Powerful fighter. He just goes huh every time. Huh? That wasn't... Nobody was speaking to him in English either. He was talking and he said huh to himself. Well, hold on. I'm gonna find the compilation. I'm gonna find the video. I have to find Alex Pereira's compilation. It's the most important video in my life. Bro knows one word, literally.
Mr. Pereira, Elsa Vision. Huh? Okay.
You just kick somebody in the leg. And they're like, huh?
This is my meeting room. Huh? You're my laptop. This is my meeting room. What are you doing here? Huh? Huh? Oh.
It's all he says.
Mr. Pereira.
Bro, this guy's something else. Like all his brain power went to just beating motherfuckers up. Nothing to the tongue. Nothing to the literal. That's good tea. That is good tea. Let's see what else we got. Point number 7. ChatGPT says COVID-19 comedy. While it's important to be sensitive to the ongoing pandemic, are we really still calling it a pandemic? Scamdemic? It's important to be sensitive to the ongoing pandemic. It's not going on. People just didn't know how to deal with it. Put motherfuckers on ventilators. How the fuck you put somebody on a ventilators that can breathe? That's why the death toll just spiked so much, because motherfuckers didn't know how to handle it. Oh, man. Anyways, let's find humor in this, according to ChatGPT. While it's important to be sensitive to the ongoing pandemic, I mean, it's such a bullshit AI. ChatGPT. It's like it has agendas. I can see the agendas. They try to be slight. They try to be slick with it, but I can see it. You can still find humor in the unique situations and challenges it has presented. Just be sure to approach this topic with tact and empathy. I think we've done a lot of COVID-19 comedy on this podcast. We've made a lot of fun of that, of the thing. But yeah, they didn't know how to treat it. They over-exaggerated it, made everybody take vaccines, experimental vaccines. You don't know the long-term effects of it. I have no fun with the COVID-19 pandemic. There's no fun about that. It was just a horrible time. That was this generation's World War III. Every generation just went through a big war. And COVID-19 was ours. That's what we get. That's what we got. I like how our war still affected the old people that already went through a war. That's what. All right. Point number 8. Celebrity gossip. Dive into the latest celebrity gossip and scandals with a humorous spin. From bizarre fashion choices to cringe-worthy public appearances, there's no shortage of material when it comes to Hollywood drama. I'm sure there isn't. Let's see what TMZ got to say. Let's see. I bet they have more appealing titles than Fox News and MSNBC. Taylor Swift, she was a little girl poet, two teachers say. Even as a little girl, Taylor Swift was a poet with true passion for the written word. So say two of her elementary school teachers. They're for sure lying. They're just making it sound sensational. The educators Barbara Kolvik and Heather Brown recently gave interviews to CBS of Philadelphia about the pop superstar's love for poetry at a very young age. Why are they lying? Why are they just trying to make shit sound sensational? Why are you lying? She didn't write poetry. She made bead necklaces. That's what she was doing. She was making bead necklaces. And she wasn't coordinating the colors at all. Husband who buried wife alive after she made a terrifying 911 call from Apple Watch sentenced for horrific crime. Huh. It's a Chinese man. After being kidnapped, stabbed, buried, and left for dead for 12 hours, the victim made a harrowing escape which she detailed in court before her estranged husband apologized. What the fuck? He said sorry? You're a little too late for a sorry, buddy. Oh, you made it all alive? My bad. My bad, G. We good though? We good? We straight? All right. See you at 7. What are you making for dinner, babe? What the hell? After being kidnapped, stabbed. How you kidnap your wife? She's right there. She's at your house. Where are you kidnapping her? The summer home? Where did you take her? Stabbed, buried, and left for dead. This guy really did everything to stop her. She's on some Kill Bill shit. She got stabbed and left for buried alive. Left for dead for 12 hours and still made it. He was like, you know what? You're a true champ. My bad. I was not familiar with your game. You're all right. You know what? You're actually all right. You're a strong little whippersnapper. Kyle Richards' daughter home burglarized in broad daylight. Jewelry, handbag swiped. Kyle Richards. I don't know who that is. Shiana Shea explodes on Tom Sandoval for bringing up her Eddie Cibrian affair on Vanderpump Rules. I don't know what like 50 of those words were. Shiana Shea, Tom Sandoval, her Eddie Cibrian affair, Vanderpump Rules. I mean, it was easier to read Lockheed Martin's Blackhawk fucking sale pitch. It was easier to understand. I know better how a Blackhawk works and its capabilities than Hollywood drama. Who are these people? Who are these people? It's easier to literally, I know better. I know more information about a Blackhawk than of these people. Shea famously dated Cibrian while he was married to Brandi Glanville, a controversy which helped launch Vanderpump Rules, and one she did not want thrown back on her face. Well, she's gonna get it thrown back on her face. She was fucking cheating. He was cheating. Everybody was cheating. I guess that's just the way of Hollywood, huh? Gypsy Rose Blanchard loving her new single life, but Ryan wants to reconcile. Wait, isn't that the guy? Isn't this the lady that convinced her man to kill her mother? And then they went to prison. She's out and he's not. And he wants to reconcile? There's a snowball chance in hell Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Ryan Anderson work things out and reunite because she is loving her new bachelorette lifestyle, TMZ has learned. Sources close to Gypsy Rose, I like how that's just her first name, just Gypsy. Let's just call her an ethnic group. It's like me naming my child fucking... Why am I blanking on minorities? I know a lot of minorities, for your information. I know them all. Because I try to stay away. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Yeah, that's like me naming my children... What is it, bro? The point is, her name is Gypsy. That's a funny name. Not gonna lie. It's highly unlikely a strange spouse will ever get back together, since Gypsy is really embracing singledom, and feeling totally free for the first time in her life. Jesus Christ. And then there's a selfie of her without teeth with another fatter person. Remember Gypsy Rose, a victim of Munchausen syndrome by proxy? Munchausen syndrome by proxy, spent 7 years in prison for the second-degree murder of her mother. I mean, her mother was tweaking. Her mother was tweaking. I don't know if she really go around killing people, but, you know. It was bad. Bad mother. She's dead now, though. Boeing. Another day, another mishap. Emergency landing in South Africa. Okay, so Boeing is totally just dumping. Boeing's string of bad luck seems never ending. The aircraft company recently had another mishap as one of its jets had to make an emergency landing in South Africa. On Sunday, the crowded Fly Safari Boeing 737 ran into trouble during takeoff at OR Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg, as it was en route to Cape Town, about 870 miles away. Oh shit. A whole fucking tire was just blown out. At least one wheel malfunctioned as the commercial plane turned around to make the emergency landing back at OR Tambo Airport. Okay. Boeing. Seems like they should have hired white people to put together their planes, but instead they wanted to hire gypsies. That's what you get. That's what you get when you hire. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking, guys. We're having a fun time on the Foddy Show podcast. Anne Hathaway's casting directors deny creepy chemistry read. Wasn't our projects. Anne Hathaway's tweaking? Anne Hathaway? Anne Hathaway claims she once had to make out with 10 different men during a chemistry test, but that didn't happen on 2 of her biggest movie hits, TMZ has learned. The casting director for Princess Diaries in 2001 tells TMZ she's never participated in any auditions where 2 actors had to make out with their partners in order to test screen chemistry, something Anne says she had to do early in her career. They're calling her a liar? They're calling her a liar? Don't you dare call Anne Hathaway a liar. She made out with those 10 dudes. And she had to kiss 2 of her co-stars. I mean, this is Hollywood, baby. You got to test the screen chemistry. You got to test the on-screen chemistry between the people that are going to... I mean, obviously, they're going to have chemistry. You can't just have her make out with somebody that's ugly. Can't have that in 2001 Hollywood. Everybody has to be hot in 2001 Hollywood. Now everyone has to be just slightly of a different ethnic origin. Nobody needs to be hot in Hollywood now. We should go back to 2001 Hollywood. Everyone had to be hot. Fucking Brad Pitt and what's her name? His wife and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Why am I blanking on people's names? What's her name? Angelina Jolie. Everyone just had to be beautiful on screen in 2001 Hollywood. We need to get back to that. I want to see hot people do dumb shit on screen or pretend that they're smart. I'm sick and tired of seeing somebody racially ambiguous on screen. That's me. I don't want to watch myself, just a racially ambiguous guy. The hell? I'll just watch my podcast if that's what I wanted. It's not what I want, buddy. I want to see unreasonably hot people just figure shit out on screen. Anne Hathaway. Scarlett Johansson. Come on. We're doing good on time, though, folks. I'm going to continue this fun episode. These pointers we still got trending hashtags and audience interaction. Interact with this, motherfuckers. But yeah, we're going to switch over to the Patreon. We're having a fun roll. We're on a roll. Come on now. Thank you guys so much for listening to the episode. Subscribe to the Patreon. Support the channel. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.